With less than 24 hours to go for India's first phase of unlocking, the Delhi government has taken some very big decisions. Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has announced that the capital's borders will be reopened. He's also said that with the capital's coronavirus caseload rising, the Delhi government's hospitals will be reserved for treatment of Delhi residents only. As India opens up on Monday, so will the capital. After insulating Delhi by sealing its borders for a whole week, Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal has decided to de-seal Delhi's borders.
कल से दिल्ली के बॉर्डर्स खोले जा रहे हैं। एक हफ्ता पहले हमने दिल्ली के बॉर्डर्स सील किए थे, इसलिए क्योंकि हमें ये लग रहा था कि अगर बॉर्डर्स खोल दिए तो देश भर से जो मरीज आएंगे और दिल्ली के अस्पतालों में इलाज कराएंगे, उससे दिल्ली के अस्पताल अभी जो कोरोना का इलाज कर रहे हैं, क्या उसको बर्दाश्त कर पाएंगे, क्या उस बर्डन को बर्दाश्त कर पाएंगे?
But with the capital's COVID case load rising, the Delhi government has taken another big decision, reserving the capital's healthcare facilities for Delhi's residents alone. Only Delhiites will be treated at Delhi government and private hospitals, while central government hospitals will be open to all.
केंद्र सरकार के जो अस्पताल हैं, उसमें भी 10,000 बेड्स हैं। वहां पे कोई भी देश भर से आके अपना इलाज करा सके, उसके ऊपर दिल्ली सरकार कोई आदेश नहीं पारित कर रही, उसके ऊपर कोई तो जो जैसे आज व्यवस्था है कि केंद्र सरकार के अस्पतालों में कोई भी जाके इलाज कराता है, केंद्र सरकार के अस्पताल सबके लिए खुले रहेंगे। प्राइवेट अस्पताल केवल दिल्ली वालों के लिए रिजर्व रहेंगे कोरोना तक।
With over 27,000 coronavirus cases, Delhi is the third worst affected state in the country after Maharashtra and Tamil Nadu. The Delhi government's decisions have the opposition up in arms. The BJP has once again hurled the Tughlaq jibe at Arvind Kejriwal.
मैं दिल्ली के केजरीवाल साहब को कहता हूं, आप ऑर्डर करिए, कैपिंग करिए ना, काय को 5 लाख से 10 लाख रुपया एक आदमी को देना पड़ रहा है, उस पर कैपिंग करिए, उस पर तय करिए। बहाना बना रहे हैं दिल्ली का लोगों का ध्यान बांटने के लिए, बार बार कुछ ना कुछ नए जुमले छेड़ते हैं, नई बात करते हैं। ईमानदारी से आज दिल्ली राम भरोसे है।
जिस दिल्ली में एक गरीब कोरोना पॉजिटिव को 5 लाख से 10 लाख रुपया देने पे ही इलाज शुरू होने लगे, अरविंद केजरीवाल जी आपको जरा सा भी संकोच नहीं हो रहा इस तरह की बातें करते हुए? अरविंद केजरीवाल जी ने दिल्ली में कोरोना संकट में झूठ पर झूठ, झूठ पे झूठ बोला है।
The Congress too is gunning for the Kejriwal government.
केजरीवाल साहब झूठ बोल रहे हैं। रहा सवाल कि बाहरी मरीजों को इलाज प्रदान नहीं करेंगे, तो मैं पूछना चाहता हूं आखिर बाहरी है कौन? ये केजरीवाल सरकार बताए कि आखिर वो प्रवासी जिन्होंने शहर को चुना, जो आकर के मजदूरी करते थे, जिनके पास अपने गांव की आईडी है, जो निरंतर इस शहर को बनाने में लगे हुए थे, इस आपदा में जो अपने शहर की तरफ निकल गए, कुछ लोग यहाँ बचे हुए हैं, यदि संक्रमित होंगे तो क्या उनका हाल होगा? क्या बिहार, क्या उत्तर प्रदेश, क्या पूर्वांचल के लोगों का इलाज नहीं देना चाहते हैं?
Neighbouring Uttar Pradesh has cautioned the Aam Aadmi Party government, saying that such arbitrary actions may lead to conflict between states.
ये बहुत छोटी मानसिकता है, यह बहुत विभाजनकारी मानसिकता है, या बहुत दिल्ली और उत्तर प्रदेश और हरियाणा और राजस्थान और एक दूसरे के राज्यों के बीच में विवाद पैदा करने वाला बयान है। मुझे लगता है कि इस प्रकार के बयानों से आम आदमी पार्टी को और उस आम आदमी पार्टी की सरकार को बाज आना चाहिए।
While politics is peaking, it's the other peak that the netas should be worried about. Director of the All India Institute of Medical Sciences has warned of community transmission in Delhi.
हॉटस्पॉट्स की जैसे हम बात कर रहे हैं, चाहे दिल्ली हो, चाहे बॉम्बे हो या और जगह हो, उसमें हम कह सकते हैं कि चांसेस हैं कि लोकल ट्रांसमिशन हो रहा है, क्योंकि केसेस वहां पे ज्यादा आ रहे हैं। इसका ये मतलब है कि वहां पे जो ट्रांसमिशन है वो डायनामिक्स अलग है, वहां पे ट्रांसमिशन कुछ हद तक ज्यादा हो रहा है, और वहां पे हमें स्ट्रेस देने की जरूरत है, ज्यादा प्लानिंग की जरूरत है, जिससे हम चेन ऑफ ट्रांसमिशन को वहां पे रोक पाएं।
With lockdown restrictions being eased, a surge in cases is expected. With the capital already reeling under pressure, is Delhi ready to unlock? With Ram Kinkar and Nilanshu Shukla, Bureau Report, India Today. Meanwhile, a JDS corporator Imran Pasha, who had violated lockdown norms after he tested positive for COVID-19 last week, has done it again. Imran Pasha is once again in the news. He's again brazenly violated social distancing norms. On your screens are his two violations 7 days apart. One when he tested positive on the 31st of May and was taken to hospital. He was seen meeting hundreds of supporters, touching someone's feet as well. And now again, 7 days later, after being discharged from Bengaluru's Victoria Hospital, he was given a huge heroic welcome. All that with social distancing zero. Pasha was seen wearing no mask. He's now been detained by the police and questioned for violating quarantine orders.
It's a disgraceful behavior by Padarayanpura Corporator Imran Pasha. After being tested negative for COVID-19, he is discharged from the hospital and he returns to his home in a roadshow violating all the norms. He endangered the lives of health workers and also the supporters. I hope the Bangalore City Police will immediately take stringent action for his repeated irresponsible behavior.
An innocuous cough these days can now set off panic and anxiety. With coronavirus cases increasing, researchers in Mumbai are now using artificial intelligence to see if they can determine how a cough by a COVID-19 patient is unique and whether that cough and that sound of that cough can be used to actually self-screen sometime in the future. Here's that story from Mumbai. One of the most common human sounds, a sound that you hear every day and it hardly ever registers. And now, in the COVID-19 pandemic, you sit up when you hear someone cough. The very sound now subliminally signaling sickness and possible infection. But what if that sound you hear, the sound of a cough, could be useful in the fight against the coronavirus? Amazingly, the answer to that question is being actively sought. In the city with India's highest number of active COVID-19 cases, the beautiful city of Mumbai. It is here, with the support of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation and Stanford University, that an Indian artificial intelligence startup is deep diving into the sounds of 1 million coughs. What researchers are aiming for is spectacular. The possibility of people using the sound of their cough to self-screen for COVID-19.
We use deep learning to blow up this simple information into many, many dimensions. Our AI model then learns to analyze all these dimensions, thousands of different attributes, to identify unique patterns in the cough of a COVID patient. So you take someone's cough sound, you combine that with the symptoms they're experiencing, as well as other information such as their location, and you can estimate whether this person has COVID or not.
Apart from being a quick self-screen, the chief aim is to help healthcare systems save limited tests for the most likely cases. Useful in countries with limitations, especially since symptoms are highly non-specific and can deluge the system with unnecessary testing and health checkups.
Anyone who has access to a phone can get screened by them submitting their cough sounds over, say, WhatsApp, or even by them calling a toll-free number. And through this, we hope to be able to direct limited lab-based tests to those who need it the most, irrespective of socioeconomic status.
So how does the research actually work at this time? Since facility-based data collection will likely take too long to kick off adequately, Cough Against COVID is crowdsourcing cough sound samples from patients in self-quarantine as well as the general public. The sounds and data are being collected through a privacy-protected web app.
Previous work using cough sounds to detect other lung diseases have shown promising results. There's also anecdotal evidence suggesting that the COVID cough is slightly distinct from a regular cough. Our own work is still in progress.
The Indian Council of Medical Research is also keen to see where the research leads and has offered to facilitate expedited clearances.
The response to Cough Against COVID has been fantastic. It has exceeded our expectations. At a time like this, people want to give back, And this is a citizen science project, which means that anybody can contribute to science, to research, from the safety and comfort of their own homes.
The researchers now plan to install one smartphone per bed to collect cough recordings from admitted patients and from testing labs. In addition, Reliance Jio has offered to integrate the technology into their symptom checker and share anonymized data from India. So where are things at?
We've collected cough sounds from over 1,000 people already. If things go well, in the coming months, we hope to launch a service where anybody can report the symptoms they're experiencing and record their cough sound. Our algorithms will then analyze this information to tell this person if they are at risk of having COVID and whether they should get tested.
Will the end game meet the highly ambitious targets? The researchers are candid, saying that what they're attempting is aiming for the moon. But in the current scenario, they believe it's worth trying because of the enormous impact if successful. Bureau Report, India Today. Now, it's a huge long shot. Even the researchers admit that. But they say that the possible benefits are so big, it's worth researching. We'll keep you posted on that research. Could your cough tell you whether you have COVID-19 or provide some kind of indication? Well, moving on, in his first virtual rally ahead of the Bihar Assembly elections scheduled for later this year, we still don't know if they'll happen, Union Home Minister Amit Shah addressed people of the state not in person like he usually does, but through video conferencing and Facebook Live. Sounding the poll bugle, the former BJP president listed the various achievements of the centre and the Bihar government, hitting out at Lalu Prasad's RJD for holding a Thali protest today. The Home Minister said that they only believed in posturing and were not interested in welfare of the people of Bihar. Well, responding to the opposition charge, he said that Prime Minister Modi had left no stone unturned when it came to helping migrant workers. Shah in his address also lauded coronavirus warriors who are at the forefront of fighting the deadly virus.
जब से कोरोना की महामारी आई, सब जिलों के अंदर अभी स्वास्थ्य की व्यवस्थाएं नहीं बनी। मोदी जी ने वीडियो कॉन्फ्रेंस कर सभी प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्रियों को कहा कि जहां जहां प्रवासी मजदूर है, यूपी का है, बिहार का है, उड़ीसा का है, बंगाल का है, नॉर्थ ईस्ट का है, उसको सम्मान के साथ रखा जाए, इनके कैंप बनाए जाए, इनकी भोजन की व्यवस्था की जाए। जब पूरी व्यवस्था चौक चौबंद होने लगी, उसके बाद 1 मई से ट्रेनों की आवाजाही शुरू करी। मित्रों, अभी ढेर सारा विपक्ष कोरोना के काल के अंदर अभी मैंने टीवी पर देखा, थाली बजा रहे थे मोदी जी की अपील पर। मैं सबको कहना चाहता हूं कि आप नुक्स निकालते हैं। कोई यहां से स्वीडन का इंटरव्यू लेता है, कोई यहां से किसी का इंटरव्यू लेता है, कोई अमेरिका में इंटरव्यू लेता है, मगर मोदी जी ने पूरे भारत को जोड़कर एक मजबूत लड़ाई, वैश्विक महामारी के खिलाफ लड़ने का नेतृत्व प्रदान किया। जब आपके सामने ये वर्चुअल रैली के माध्यम से आपके सामने बात कर रहा हूं, कुछ लोगों ने अभी थाली बजाकर ये रैली का स्वागत किया है। मुझे अच्छा लगा कि देर सवेर मोदी जी की अपील को उन्होंने माना और कोरोना के खिलाफ थाली बजाकर जंग के अंदर वो जुड़ गए। कुछ लोगों ने इसको बिहार की चुनावी सभा कहकर कहा। मैं ये सभी वक्र दृष्टा लोगों को कहना चाहता हूं, इस रैली का चुनाव से कोई स्नान सूतक का संबंध नहीं है।
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.